I have been told that I am not very presidential acting. Thank God for that. Otherwise, I might take myself seriously enough and delude myself to think I could actually occupy the Oval Office. I know I cannot, and you know I cannot. That doesn't mean anything. We are on a train that begins tomorrow at the nomination and will end, and we must get off in November. We have a few months to change our nation and possibly our world, and we can. But only if we end the self-delusion that makes us choose a definition of victory which we cannot achieve. I want to change that definition. We have started an initiative, a movement called Vote Different. And I want to give you an example of how this movement can change our world if we take our personalities out of the equation and we stop trying to be, it's about me, and realize it's about you, all of you, please. In our Vote Different initiative, which is a support group for local candidates of libertarian leanings, on Monday we got a call from Joshua Miller, who's running for the House seat in Iowa. There you are. And he said, they will not let me into the debate. I said, give me the number of the chairman or whoever on the debate commission. I called him and I said, my name is John McAfee and I'm running for president in the same party. And sir, what you have done is unjust. 2 hours later, they reversed their decision and Mr. Joshua got into it. So please, I only have 10 minutes, please, and I have so much to say. I have been waiting 5 months to say this. For anyone who has watched my candidacy closely, I have been leaving clues at every stop along the way. The please, even though I'm saying, look here, I'm doing something else with my other hand. In New York, I stood up, in the opening statement, I said, I have nothing to say, and sat down. That's a clue. That opened a few of your eyes, and I got some calls, and I awakened some of you. In Las Vegas, I did the reverse. I played the game and did the entire debate, and at the end, I said, you have watched utter nonsense, and it was. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's forget for a minute that all debates that we see today are structured by the media for the media. It's not for us, it's not for telling us or educating us about candidates. How can it be? The speeches are written by speech writers. Well, let's elect the speech writer. The candidates are coached by dozens of people who have anticipated every possible question and every possible answer. Well, let's put those in the Oval Office. It's nonsense. You have bought into this. But by far, a greater nonsense is to believe that and I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, any of us up here can truly occupy that office, is self-delusion. And if we could, so what? What is one woman or one man going to do against a tornado, a typhoon of corruption and power without support from the grassroots? Nothing, nothing, nothing. So you can imagine my distress, my frustration, and my anger when over and over and over in these presidential debates I am asked, Mr. McAfee, what will you do your first day in the Oval Office when the questioner and me and everybody out here knows there will not be a first day? Why not ask me, how will you take the jury nullification process and change something at the local level? What will you do about the state nullification process? That makes sense, but God forbid it never happened. Why? Because we are deluding ourselves. Stop, please, now. We have a few months to change this world. And if we stop making this a cult of personality, which means nothing, and if we stop saying, let's get 10% of the vote, who cares? Give me that 10%, take it to the bank, and reduce my taxes with it. Get the government off my back with it. Give me freedom. Give me privacy. No, it will not buy that. So, what can we do? We can use this train ride and choose a conductor who makes sure that everybody on this train knows that our goal is not to occupy the Oval Office, but to occupy the hearts and the minds of America. We can do this. We must stop sitting around dinner tables and endlessly debating the NAP and other issues, no matter how much fun it is. And we must not expect any longer that America will break down our doors and demand to be educated and enlightened. It is time this year for you and me, I have been doing it, to take some action. Go outside to America. They will not come to us. They will not. We must go to them, and I intend to go to them on this train ride with that bright light of the public on this campaign, but not on me, reflected on all of you and all of America. And I want to raise this curtain behind which the mechanism that creates the obscenities of these two parties, I want to raise that curtain and show America the truth. And if you think I can't do it, well, you don't know what cybersecurity really means. I can, and we must, and we will. And whether or not I get this nomination, I promise you I will not shut up. And those of you in the party, who want to help me with the Vote Different initiative and help educate whoever does conduct that train in how we can win, not the presidency, but America, the hearts and the minds, then please come and see me and I can talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. McAfee.